The time is 7 a.m. on this Thursday morning, 22nd of June, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, June 22nd, 2017. Good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, 22nd of June, 2017. It's 7 a.m. and our top story of the Peter Channel Morning News is Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi says it instructed an HMOS mosque in the city of Mosul as an official declaration of defeat by the so-called Islamic State. Troublesome city comes ashore in southwest Louisiana. City Rapids, Iowa. It was just like the old days. The P-Ride playlist could have memory for the Barbie musical cast with Marcus Brown. City Rapids just put himself back to 2016. 25 days of consecutive session on the bill that was part of the sensitive Republicans were angry with it, but we still had courage and conviction to debate on the floor. 7 at Michigan Airport in Flint investigated a terrorist attack at a Canadian charge. Testing on high-rise flats have shown some that are claimed to be commercial instead of Prime Minister trial blocks across the UK are being examined after the blaze at a Grenfell Tower, which left city had people dead or missing, presumed dead. Sandy Springs, Georgia, Democrats spent more than $30 million, but still come up short. In Georgia's runoff election Tuesday, making it a fourth consecutive special election where Democratic candidate fell short of winning a Republican-leaded state. Saudi Arabia's King Salman and Dubai made his son next in the line into the foreign of Wednesday, handling the 31-year-old sweeping process. Kingdom seeks a radical overhaul of its oil-dependent economy in the face of massive tension with a regional rival, Iran. London, Prince Harry has revealed its stress in December when walking behind as mother died as Catholic confined to the streets of London and funeral the funeral. Washington, the Polish NATO F-16 fighter jet tried to intercept the plane of the Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu in a Baltic Sea on Wednesday, according to Russian state media. The Wall Street Journal has fired the chief of its foreign affairs correspondent after evidence emerged about his involvement in prospective business deals involving one involved in arms sales of foreign governments where Business Minute was a key source. The Congressional Black Caucus Wednesday declined an invitation to follow up meeting with President Trump balanced administration policies and a proposal that demonstrated their constitutionalities. A Canadian Special Elite Forces members may have set a world record by killing a suspected insurgent in Iraq in what Iraq was the world's longest kill assault. Almost all of Australian media. China has potential military threat according to new poll. A North Carolina man kidnapped a family and forced them to take him shopping at Target, police said. A Christian community plans tribute to right at Attleboro teen. Now remember to look at Attleboro and Phil vocational education. North Attleboro, a local man is among several who had dirt bikes and motorcycles stored out, bringing into a new bed for a potential customer to test drive out that sales were posted on the internet. Nike goods could not be found on Amazon. So examples and the shoes and gear can be found on third-party sales at Amazon. Will Nike finally sell products at Amazon? News broke that Cliff Slater, just as the vice president of Autopilot Software, was leaving Wednesday at certain Autopilot executive departure list 7 months. The city of Boston is second awarded $500,000 bill erected by a late paid veterans rented by the Big Apple Circus. Alright, looking at stocks today. Down 57.11 points at 21,410.03. SP 5 down 1.42 points at 24.35.61. And Nasdaq up 45.92 points at 6,233.95. And Stephen Hawking says, let's go back to the moon then. Middle base there. Do the same thing Mars. And what famous astrophysicists made it sound more eloquent and profound than that. For the last year, the Curiosity rover has been studying the surface of Mars. More independence than ever before. Served time, human time and energy. A city of 1 million people could be established on Mars within decades. Elon Musk, the builder inventor, has claimed, according to recent remarks made by physicist Professor Stephen Hawking, the Mr. School founded the private firm SpaceX said. The world must be perfect in asteroid strike, which is just a matter of time. Once leading astrophysicist from Queen University in Belfast in Northern Ireland. American teen sex habits have consistent years have been changed more during the past decade, according to a new report by the National Survey of Family Growth, which is mission by the United States Center of Disease Control. As a woman stormed out of the Canadian medical facility, she was she went over one doctor said a daughter brand with a daughter with an accent. Multiple brands and amendments installed in Walmart stores and other stores have been recalled because of potential contamination. Peter Children's time is 7:05 on this Thursday morning. Time now for a sports report. Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Boston Red Sox have the night off after 7-6-4 loss in the hands of the Kansas City Royals yesterday afternoon in Kansas City. Boston still holds the number 3 pick in Thursday the main draft today in the direction which they could go with the pick. The veteran goaltender was selected by the Vegas goal the Knights in the special round for the West also which to be in the Knights Wednesday to the 2017 AHL Awards telecast. It's caught with David's World, where just stayed in skids and circles around us. 3-year-old Eric Bedores won the Hart Trophy and what did that be a named NHL MVP for the first time in his young career and picked up 2 other awards. And Peter Children's time is 7:06 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for traffic and trends in the pot. Baby! Let's study off at ABJ winner, Orthodox Princeton, Barter Southbound delays, and disabled train at Tufts Medical Center on the Kabir Rail. It's looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, looking at the byways and byways of New England. Starting off down in Rhode Island, where 138 in eastbound side is backed up between Jamestown and Newport Bridge. Out of the Cape, it's looking good. Southeast Massachusetts, 95 on the northbound side. It's slow between Route 295 and Attleboro or Route 1 in Sharon. 24 on the northbound side, slow between Harrison Boulevard and Avon on Route 128 Catherine. Route 3 to the northbound side. And then slow between Derby Street and Hingham on the Main Street split. Southern Express on the northbound side, slow between the split all the way at the Dorchester, 128 southbound side, also the Main Street split. 128 on the northbound side, also between 85 and Kenton on Route 9 to Wellesley. Southern Express on the northbound side, so between Bridgefield out of Dorchester, Massback, eastbound side, between 45 out in Westford, all the way after Newton, Massback, westbound side, so between Logan River, Port Down, and South Boston. Subtitles, slow counting tells looking good. Route 1 and southbound side, so between Chelsea and Charlestown. 93 and southbound side, slow between Route 45 and Longtown and Second Bridge in Boston. 128 and southbound side, it is slow between Route 95 and Peabody all the way to Route 2 in Lexington. 93 and southbound side, slow between 485 Lawson out of Route Second Bridge in Boston. 45 and southbound side, slow stretch. Route 3 to the southbound side, slow between 485 Nolan out of Route 128 Burlington. 84 eastbound side of Lowson and Waterbury stretch. Merritt Parkway westbound side of Lowson and Bridgeport out of Norwalk. 95 and southbound side of Lowson between Bridgeport and Norwalk. And Vermont, New Hampshire, main highways are looking good. Peter Tell News time is 7:08 a.m. and it's time now for weather report and the latest on Cindy. Tropical Storm Cindy. Settled location 29 to north, 93.6 to the west. Mountain State winds at 40 miles an hour. Moving it off at 12 miles an hour. Cindy makes landfall in southwest Louisiana. The tropical water is 6 kilometers east of Morgan City, Louisiana, and western Island, Texas. The tropical water is in effect for Highland Island, Texas, to Morgan City, Louisiana. Interest elsewhere along the U.S. Gulf Coast from the central Texas coast to the western Florida Panhandle should monitor the progress of this system. First, storm information is specific to your area, including possible ill water to waters. Please monitor product station by a local and national weather service forecast office. Radar and service operations indicate that Cindy will make landfall between Cameron, Louisiana, and Port Arthur, Texas, in the last couple of hours. At 4 a.m. Central Daylight Time, the center of tropical Cindy was located in latitude 20.9 north, latitude 93.6 west, and Cindy is moving toward the north near 12 miles an hour, turn towards the northeast is expected tonight, followed by a turn toward the northeast on Friday. On the forecast track, the center will move into the southeast of the Arkansas early Friday to the Tennessee later on Friday. Maximum sustained winds 7 degrees through 40 miles an hour, with higher gusts continued weakening as the forecast during the next 48 hours, and Cindy should weaken with a tropical depression later today and become a bit of a low tonight. Tropical storm force winds extended outwards up to 70 miles an hour to the southeast and the southwest of the center. The estimated wind center pressure 994 millibars of 29.36 inches. Rainfall, Sunday day expected to produce rain accumulation 3 to 6 inches, maximum amounts up to 12 inches over eastern Texas, western and central Louisiana, and 7 in the eastern Arkansas Friday morning. Additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches with maximum amounts of 8 inches over 7 Mississippi, 7 at central Alabama, and extreme western Florida Panhandle expected to Friday morning. This rainfall could cause light threatened and flash flooding in these areas. Rainfall expected to spread across parts of the Tennessee or valleys, and the rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches with maximum amounts of 4 inches expected Friday morning. Then models indicate that we may get some of the remnants from Cindy on Saturday, but we'll keep our eye on the models. When tropical conditions are affecting portion of the tropical water area, this condition should subside in a few hours. Storm surge indication whether 3 feet above ground is expected along the course of the portions of the tropical water area. Indication whether 3 feet above ground level is possible elsewhere along the coast of the southeast Louisiana to the western Florida Panhandle areas of strong onshore winds. A few tornadoes are possible for tonight from the lower Mississippi and Tennessee Valley region of the central Gulf Coast. And the radar is clear as a whistle in the New England area. And take a look at radar, and it shows a line of rain showers. Heavy bands of rain showers stretching the line from southwest Louisiana to eastern Texas and western Louisiana, and rain showers around southwest portions of Mississippi, and with some clouds around that area. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, set clouds about 82 degrees, calm and coming in. West wind 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Tonight, slight chance showers and thunderstorms after 3 a.m. Most clouds about 62 degrees, southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Anticipation 20%. Friday, chance showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Most of the clouds about 84 degrees, southwest about 10 miles an hour. Gust 28 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Friday night, chance showers and thunderstorms back up to 9 p.m. Most of the clouds about 68 degrees, southwest about 69 miles an hour. Gust 23 miles an hour. Anticipation 40%. During months less than 10 minutes, time possible thunderstorms for Saturday. Chance showers, thunderstorms before 2 p.m. Then a slight chance showers, patch before 9 a.m. Was Putty Sask about 81 degrees, west about 7 miles an hour, anticipation 30%. Slight chance showers before midnight, podcast about 61 degrees, anticipation 20%. Sunday, most sunny podcast about 82 about 59 degrees. Monday, chance showers after 1 p.m. before 7 p.m. Putty Saturday podcast about 66 about 56 degrees, anticipation 30%. Tuesday, chance showers and thunderstorms mostly sunny the podcast about 67 about 57 degrees and anticipation 30%. Wednesday, most sun's got about 78 degrees, and currently in Taunton it's 53 and fair. In Naughton it's over fair skies, and we have a temperature of 58, and Mansfield it's fair skies, and it's 62, and that's gonna be it for the Peter Channel monitors on this first one, 22nd of June 2017. I appreciate you. Have a good morning, good night, you have a good day.